What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show.
I think one day when this just pops on like this, I'm gonna be sitting here butt naked,
No, you are not.
just like as soon as it comes on, I'm just gonna be sitting here stark naked. Like I've been thinking about that ever since we've started the show. That would be a good intro.
Family-friendly show.
It's a family-friendly show, sir.
Since when? Okay, but okay, that's fine. But I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that you can't do that. And also, remember, I got control of the green room. So if I see you naked, you won't be on.
But I have to do it like right in that split second. Just
I still see it.
you know what I'm saying? Just right then.
No. I am Big Brother, as they say. Everybody put your fours up, please. Welcome to the Four Black Guys Show. Once again, you see how this is going to start off. It's going to start off real random. Like, oh, I like the Vulcan thing. I like that.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I like that. You need the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the Vulcan mind.
The swipe though. The swipe.
Oh, the swipe. My bad.
Yeah, the swipe. Right.
Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Four Black Guys Show. Steven Myers inside with you. We got none other than Mr. James Fred with how many D's? 2D,
2
heavy duty. That's right.
Interesting story on how the second D got in my last name, but I'll tell you about that later.
Okay, thank you. And then when we got none other than Dr. Love himself, the Lovejoy. I'm just gonna start calling him the Lovejoy.
Right.
Oh no, he's not doing the ominous domus, the Patrice Haagen-Dazs ice cream. All right, guys. We got a wonderful show lined up for you today. Lovejoy. Lovejoy's got a little back issue happening.
Man, that is probably one of the greatest inventions ever.
Right.
Dude.
You know a stick can do the same thing in the backyard. You ain't had to pay $40.
That back scratcher though, like
that stick will cut your skin.
right.
Well, that will too if you do it right.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Lovejoy, how was your weekend, sir? You see, hold on a second before you did. We are one man down today because he thinks he's a mechanic, and I hope he's on because we're gonna talk about him.
That Negro don't think mechanic. He taking pictures while his dad is working.
Right.
I was reading what he said. I didn't see what he said, but did y'all see that? I said, I asked him, so how do you go to shit? He said,
on your way, yeah.
Before you go to hell.
Yeah.
But the question is, how would he know?
Well, that's a good question. Good question.
Calm down, Michelle. Calm down.
I was flexing my muscles
when you was doing your back scratch.
When you was doing your back scratch, you was flexing. Stop it.
You was flexing. He was doing it.
He was doing it.
No, now he gonna do it again.
Right.
Eddie Long Jr. Watch this. Watch me scratch my back. Watch this.
Go ahead. All right, yeah. So my week was good. I got a massage, man. I got a massage for the first time. And I fell asleep. And they told me that was a compliment when the person falls asleep. You know, they had the little music going and the little diffuser going. And I've been having problems from my lower back all the way down to my calf. And she was saying something about sciatic nerves and things like that. So it was hard when I work out.
Question, I was just finna say, do you do squats when you work out?
Jane, I'm 48 years old. These knees won't let me do squats.
I was wondering because I know a lot of people have back pain because the bar sits wrong when they do squats. That's why I asked.
Jane, I can't do them, man. I tried to do lunges, and then, man, I got in a position when my trainer tried to do that foolishness, man, I failed. I cussed them out for making me try. So no, it's really I don't even work on legs, man. I just work on. I'm gonna be like one of them jailhouse dudes.
Big upper body and small little bit of legs.
About that big. That's
you gotta work on your legs, bro. You gotta work on your legs.
Ain't skip leg day, bro.
Hey, man. I don't even play. It was so bad, guys, that my muscles would hurt just touching. That's how bad it was.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So she told me what was going on. She told me stress, And she did something up here, and she was like, "So do you have a headache now?" I said, "Yeah, I got a headache now." She said, "I can tell." So when she was rubbing all back here and all that, but that was like the highlight of my week. Unfortunately, of course, I work, but it was nice. I'm going back. I got a 90-minute massage, man. It was absolutely wonderful.
That's awesome. So you heard it here from the Four Black Guys page, y'all. Man, go get a massage.
I know they're sad that that's the highlight of my week, but that
is kind of sad. But hey, if it works for you, it worked for you, dog.
Hey, right.
It worked.
James Fred, how was your week and weekend? Be careful what you say.
My week was uneventful. The weekend was okay.
Mm-hmm.
The weekend was okay. I at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I was butt naked all Saturday, walking around the house.
James, save it for Patreon.
Other than that, man, listen, it was just chilled out, man. Chilled out. Nothing major at all.
Can you believe that yesterday the kids weren't here? It's just me and Tanya. It was quiet.
Was it quiet? Just you and Tanya?
It was quiet.
Okay.
See, that's amazing. When you talk about the absence of the kids, it's always like a very exciting event.
Yes.
All quiet.
Yes.
Like we went to vacation without the kids.
And it was quiet.
Yes.
Yeah. It's always like that when the kids.
It's an exciting thing. I could, at 50 and having the house quiet again.
That means something.
You know what I mean? So we did dude, Lovejoy, you be proud of us. We did nothing yesterday. Me and the wife, we took several naps.
For real, man?
Yeah, man.
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Just to take some nap in your own house.
Right.
Because you can.
Right.
That's a different kind of sleep, bro.
That's a different kind of sleep right there, dude.
Yeah.
You can sleep in your bed, sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I fell asleep right here Saturday night.
You were clothed?
No, I didn't put on clothes until this morning. No, I was naked. I was sitting at the computer and I fell asleep right here.
And we are grateful that you put on clothes today.
Thank you, James.
I put on clothes this morning. I had to go to church. I had to put on clothes. If I didn't have to go to church though, yeah.
All right, guys. Man, but other than that, we had a good week. Saturday was great. Today was great. I had an opportunity to minister, man, and it was a good time, bro. Tony,
when Steve minister, boy, you got to be ready, and you ain't going to sleep either. Not at all. You will not go to sleep.
That's good.
You ain't going to sleep, and he gonna keep your eyes moving. This joker, that church has a very large pulpit. Okay, it is not a small one. Love George, it's about almost as long as George was.
Okay.
Long. Okay. This joker, you wouldn't think he was 50 years old the way he was running back and forth.
He was running, man.
Running and clapping. Running and clapping.
That's when it's good to you when you start clapping.
Right. And the three clap. The three.
Oh, yeah. Come on, y'all hear me? Yeah.
Ain't no going to sleep in that there church, not when that brother there preaches at all.
Right quick, man. Talk about the purpose of pressing. It was about praise and worship, but what God had me go through was the woman with the issue of blood. And you wouldn't think that's a praise and worship story, but it is.
I can see your hermeneutics there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I gotta send it to you, Lovejoy. The brother did his thing.
I want to see it. I want to see how he didactically bridge the contemporary. I mean, the historically to contemporary. I want to see what he did with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Thank you.
I want to hear it.
Okay, we'll get it to you.
Did you pull it at the end though?
I pulled as much as I could. I was a little tired.
He was running. He was running the whole sermon.
You ran out of gas. That's what the old preacher said. You ran out of gas. Old preacher said you ran out of gas. But that's good, Steve. I really want to hear.
All right, word up, Doc. Word up, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Let's get at it tonight, man. Let's talk about some stuff, man. Give us a summary.
Be careful, Michelle, when you ask a preacher that.
Right, because
it'll be the whole show.
Right. I'll shoot. Hey, Michelle, I'll shoot you a link. I'll shoot you a link so you can see it. All right. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I don't even know where you want to start tonight.
Well, I tell you what, huh?
Joe Biden got COVID.
That's one of the things, man. Biden's got COVID.
Well, the man's 783 years old.
And that's what's scary. The dude is 100 years old, man.
Man, y'all leave Biden alone.
And I sent a text to the fellas, man, and I was asking James Fred. I was like, "You ready for President Harris? How many ready for President Harris out here, y'all?
No, sir.
How many y'all ready?
No, sir. For
President Harris."
I'm telling you, I'll be doing the show from Canada or someplace. No, sir. No, sir.
Come on, man. You ready for the first Black Indonesian?
No, I don't trust that lady at all. Not even a little bit. I don't trust that lady.
I'm scared to ask why.
Just go check her track record. If she becomes president, all three of us going to jail. Period.
We are not going to jail.
We black men, we going to jail. We Lovejoy, you riding around here with a skull helmet on your motorcycle, you going to jail, brother. That's just the lady locking you up. That's just it.
That was the argument because they said she disproportionately locked up incarcerated black men. What, in the state of California?
In California.
Yeah.
They admitted, her office when she was in California admitted to not presenting evidence that would have freed a lot of black men. They admitted that. And kept these guys locked up and kept these men locked up and sentenced them to, they got a lot harsher sentences than their white counterparts.
Yeah.
And I mean, things like that is just it's I don't know nothing about the lady's character. I don't know the woman, but that kind of stuff. She becomes president. I'm going to Canada. I'm going to Iran. I'm going over there with them.
Who is Miss Gwen?
Fist bump on not trusting the vice president. Yep. Miss Gwen, right back. Boom. Gotcha.
But she's a changed woman. She might have changed since the days of as a DA in California.
Steve, all of them changed when they become politics. So they say.
You don't think she'll be more for the community? So I can't even get it out. Right. See,
you ain't even believe. You can't even put them two sentences together.
I can't. Yeah. Let me try it again. Can I try it again?
Hey, go for it. Let's see how far you get.
See, you still can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You still can't do it.
You don't think she'll look out for the community? The community guys?
Just as much as Obama looked out for the community.
Woo!
Say that again.
You can't say that out loud, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What'd he say? I didn't hear it.
Just as much as Obama looked out for the community.
Oh, come on, man.
You can't say that out loud, Lovejoy. Man, they'll cancel us.
Get us hate mail. No, send that junk to Anthony Lovejoy on Facebook.
Hey, man, I said what I said. Prove me wrong.
I can't.
They can't.
Okay. I can't.
What?
Can't prove you wrong. So Biden's got COVID, man. I hope y'all pray for the president. The Bible says to pray for your leaders that you may live peaceable.
You know what I'm praying? Lord, let your will be done.
Dang, bro.
Hey,
all right, keep playing. You're gonna end up with President Harris.
Hey, y'all know I found some land over in Ghana.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if she become president, brother, I'll buy some from you. Go over there and build a house because I ain't staying here.
I'm saying I am.
I done already told my son. Listen, I told Justin, if Kamala Harris becomes president, son, get ready. We ain't even gonna tell your mama. I'm just gonna get you and be hopping on the plane. We'll go over there if we got to beg on the street for a minute till we get us some money. I ain't staying here.
Now hold on. Now that's a different kind of begging in poverty, bro. Over there.
I ain't staying here.
That's serious, Jane. I'll at least wait for a minute.
No, I gotta be gone before she gets sworn in. I gotta go.
God, dog. Look. Mike said, "Cap, you ain't going."
Okay. Let me make this statement. This may not be a popular statement. The days are done for me just voting for a person because of their skin color.
Absolutely.
Those days are gone for me. I'm telling you right now. You don't get a pass just because you have melanin skin for me. Because that has just been proven. You Negroes don't do nothing when you get in there anyway.
Right.
I'm not suggesting, maybe you're not the leader. You're being controlled by much higher power, which I would remain nameless. So
Illuminati.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Those are just my views, and I don't want to get on the soapbox about that. But whoever you put in office, they are controlled.
Let me tell you something. I need Trump back. I knew what I had with Trump. I knew the mess I had with Trump. I need Trump back. I know what Trump all about. I see him. He ain't hiding. I know what he all about. Until we able to raise up somebody to take office, man, give me the devil that I can see.
See, you might as well come back because the truth of the matter is, it isn't evil. Nonetheless, you don't have to wonder his position.
Right.
The person I'm scared of is the person who pretends,
man,
and then don't do anything for us.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this with all clarity and love. F Trump.
I thought you was gonna say it. I knew that was coming. I was waiting for the word though.
This man is going to destroy this grand experiment that the Caucasians brought to our shores. This grand experiment will be over if he gets reelected. Democracy, you might as well forget about democracy because it's going to be over. And all this freedom and money y'all think y'all going to get, all this prosperity you're going to get, because the man tried to subvert democracy one time. He's already tried to subvert this grand experiment. You give him a second try, it's going to be a dictatorship. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So y'all can F Trump. And you think come out, you think Harris is bad. You let some of these yahoos that really racist get some real power. Let Steve Bannon up in there.
Amen.
Steve going to jail. We ain't worried about him.
Steve's going to jail for 30 days. 30 days. You let
they gave him his sentence already?
You let some of these racist raccoons get some real power. You think Kamala's bad? Wait till they start knocking on your door. That's all I'm gonna say about
that. But tell me something. And I think as a community of people, we don't discuss this. I think these are things that are overtly overlooked. Tell me, in no uncertain terms, Steve, what did President Obama?
Not the point.
Huh?
Not the point. You trying to do oranges and apples.
No. Hear what I'm saying. What did President Obama do for the country as a whole? He stimulated the economy. Let's give him that. Okay? Overall. But when we start talking as Black people, we want something done for our community of people. And we realize that doesn't work. I don't care who in office, that doesn't work. We are overlooked when it comes down to things or agenda for the Black people. What did he do for us?
Put a light over there. Go ahead.
Lovejoy.
Yeah.
Whether he did something or not, listen to me. Listen to me with love and understanding.
Okay, I'm listening.
Whether Obama did something or not has nothing to do with subverting democracy, which is the number one sin.
Agreed.
Number one, no matter what Obama did, and no matter what his skin color did, he did not try to subvert democracy.
You know why?
Huh?
You know why?
Why?
Because he's a Black man. He couldn't.
I don't care if he was a green man. If you're a patriot, listen to me.
Okay.
If you're a patriot and you're American, listen to me. When democracy is threatened, all of us are in trouble.
That term patriotism is loosely used among our people. There's nothing patriotic ever about a Black person and his stand. Never. I'll argue, push back. But what's patriotic? What is our stance in terms of being patriotic?
Dude, I'm not necessarily patriotic, but I do know this. Listen to me. I do know this. The foundations we stand upon, the men and women who fought for what little that we do have and try to hold on to, if the foundation of democracy is not there, forget about it. Game over. It is to Ghana we go. If you let that man and his cronies, very fine people,
yeah,
if you let him back in, it's over, Doc. They pulling folk out of houses because that's how Hitler came to power.
And let me be clear about this to our audience. I'm not suggesting that we should put Trump back in.
What's up, Carlton?
I'm not suggesting that. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm just saying if we're going to start pointing fingers, let's do an overall synopsis of who did what. That's all.
Right. And you're right. Obama did not do a lot for the Black community. He did not do a lot. Well, I shouldn't say he didn't do a lot for America because he cleaned up a lot of Bush's S.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
But
Trump enjoyed the residuals or the residue of a stimulated economy.
Absolutely.
From the Obama administration.
Absolutely.
He enjoyed the benefits of that. Now, watch this. Biden is enjoying the benefits of what Trump did while he was in office. So yeah. I'm not suggesting, and I'm not a Trump supporter. Please let me be clear about that. I'm not. I'm just asking in terms of what did they do while they were here? Both of them. Trump, Obama,
right?
Possibly Kamala Harris. What are they going to do?
My thing is, I think for me, and this is my opinion, one black man's opinion, is that dude should not be allowed anywhere in their office. If he's tried to subvert democracy once, he's going to try it again, and that's a danger.
Do y'all think he's going to jail?
Do I think he's going to jail?
At some point.
Huh?
At some point.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be any time really, really soon, but at some point, yeah.
They hadn't sentence banning yet, but the most he can get for not showing up to court is 30 days.
Who are we talking about now?
Steve Bannon.
Yeah, but they're going to tie all this in. Eventually, everybody around Trump is going to be locked up, and he's not going to have anybody around him anymore. So that's how they'll get to it.
And what's crazy, James? There are still people that's rallying for him, knowing this guy's demise. They're still building their campaign, and their political careers off this dude's name.
Watching everybody else go to jail, and
right.
they still doing it.
Which is crazy to me. You see, folks. I mean, come on. You see this one lady get shot in the Capitol for insurrection. She gets shot following this man. A smart person by now be like, wait a minute, let me step back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm following somebody this hard and they get shot in the Capitol, died in the Capitol, you got to have something wrong, dude.
What trips me out is these folks ran up in the Capitol and then had the nerve to be surprised when the FBI showed up at their door. Right. Like, y'all just thought y'all was just going to run up in the United States Capitol building and
skate.
Nothing was going to happen. I mean, like that's some crazy thinking in itself.
Right.
And y'all taking pictures, doing videos. Like y'all thought y'all had that much power that y'all was going to run up in the Capitol and nothing was going to cat in there with a Viking hat on. Like, I mean, like, and then he's in court looking surprised. Like, what did you think was the dude who was in Nancy Pelosi's office with his feet kicked up?
Right.
These folks in court looking surprised.
You know why they look surprised though, James? Because they're the inventor of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They was not supposed to have gotten caught doing what they normally do. It's okay if they do it. But the moment we do it, and I think there was a protest where did the Black Panthers show up or something at the Capitol, and it was extremely peaceful. But they had the National Guard out there when the Black Panthers show up, because again, they always wanted to stick us or stereotype us as being animals. They do.
Right.
It's an insult. They always want to. And I said there's no meaning harm. Yes, I do.
I was going to say you do.
If you look at their features, they're more of a monkey than we are.
Come on, brother.
Uh-oh.
Come on, brother.
Save a monkey. And, look at his lips. Most of them don't have the features, the nice, lustrous lips of our Black queen. You can't even see their damn lips. The skin is just pink, and the sun does not kiss their skin. As a matter of fact, the sun does not like them.
Ooh.
We're going to have to find another platform here.
Lovejoy got his Huey Newton on tonight.
Yeah.
By the way, we wasn't not the ones who walked on all fours.
Ooh.
We wasn't in the mountains of Caucasus. We was not the ones who walking on all fours. You migrated, and we was not the ones living in caves.
That's facts. I want to go back up here to Carlton. Maybe from Georgia he'll get jail time, because that lady there between New York and Georgia, they had him.
That's what I'm saying. At some point he going. They're not, when you got people that are willing to give up advancing their careers.
Yeah, crazy.
Just to make sure that they stay in a position where they can make sure you get locked up, you going to jail.
Yeah.
At some point. That means somebody wants you in jail bad.
Or they're trying to really save their skin, because really, for real, your career is done after this.
Hey,
yeah.
So Tashara just texted me. She said God didn't give white people lips because he knew they was going to be talking shit.
What? What?
That sounds like something TJ would say.
Hey, I didn't say it. I just read the message.
While we're dealing in the Trump verse, let's talk about Mr. Herschel Walker.
You know what?
I haven't heard nothing he said. I gotta look him up, man. I hadn't heard
nothing he said. Man. What's his name on YouTube? Dr. Rashad
Ritchie.
He played a clip. I'm sorry. He played a clip and he said, he looked right at the camera, he said, I'm sorry. He said, D, that man dumb.
I gotta look up, man, what her. I know he said some crazy things in the past, but I hadn't really paid him no attention here lately.
So look, he was apparently he was at some type of meeting with all the GOP dummies, and they were sitting there laughing and amening this dude while he was talking about, we got good clean air over here. Our air is good and clean. We spent money to clean our air. But our air moves over to China, and China's air's got to go somewhere. It comes over here, so we got to clean China's air and our good clean air goes over to China.
Come on, man. That man ain't said nothing like that, man.
Yes, he did.
That man ain't said nothing about.
I wish I could put an emoji over my face.
Yes, he did. And this man, the father of many children, denigrates black men for not being fathers. Yet he has children that he doesn't keep up with. One of them, a GOP activist, is gay as the day is open.
He sure is. He sure is.
Spent zero time with that child.
He made a platform on TikTok, didn't he?
He does have a platform on TikTok. But he wants to denigrate black men for not being fathers. Yet, he's an absentee father himself. Once again, the GOP, they like to preach, but they don't live about what they preach about.
They don't. So that's enough about Herschel Walker.
No, one last thing.
Okay.
He refused to do, what do you call them, debates? So there's supposed to be a debate between Warnock and Herschel Walker.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm not going to miss that for the world. Because I got to see these two titans debate.
I'm not even wasting my time. That's gonna be a
wow. Wow.
Okay. All right. We'll move on.
This man said that we got clean air. I gotta find that because I don't believe
I'll find it. Go ahead. Y'all move on to the next topic. I'll find it.
I want to bring up something that I think I heard brother, what's his name? Dr. Umar. What's his
Umar?
name? He brings up a valid point that I want us to talk about as black men. I don't think that our society has adjusted or shifted to the idea of labeling black men. Here's what I'm saying. Some of our kids have extremely active minds, and then immediately we want to get them tested. And then when they are tested, they are labeled ADHD, ADD. And I've been looking into this week, man. What if it's not an issue with our black males, young black males? But what if there's a thing that's called gifted in the black community? And maybe the standard of testing needs to be scrapped and done over because we are labeling our kids something that they are not.
Well, I think one problem is we got to look at who's doing the testing.
That's my point, James. That's my entire point. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to. I remember my oldest son, was here with me when he was in the 3rd grade. He was going to Midfield Elementary School, and out of the 23 people in his class, his teacher said that 21 of them needed special ed.
And they would talk about the
21 of the kids. They were all black. 21 of them needed special ed, according to her. Okay. So I went to the principal and I said, so you're trying to tell me that 21 kids in this lady's class need special ed or got ADHD or something like that? The testing that this woman did was some of the craziest things I'd ever heard. And Lovejoy, to your point, all it was, these were third graders. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows when you hit the third grade, that's when these kids are most active. That's when their minds are really expanded. So, yeah, you ain't keeping these third graders. Actually, lady, they smarter than you.
But here's what I've seen, James. Special ed in the school system is big business because you get welfare. The school system get welfare,
right,
for the number of units that you classify as ADHD. You classify, and I got my theory on autism and how that happens. Immunization shots, hello. But I have my thoughts about that. But I just wonder, are we doing a disservice to our kids by labeling them?
We are.
They're active. They're active, yes. But what if we challenge them? What would happen if we challenge our black kids? Rather than labeling them, either they're going to be incarcerated or we labeling them as stupid. Do y'all not see the irony of that, man?
Absolutely.
And it bothers me that then we put them on these controlled substances and they're like zombies, man. And we're killing their brains, man, because we don't understand that some kids may learn different than others. We don't want to take the time to scrap this standardized learning system.
Right.
We must do that again. But that's my soapbox, and I'm just saying. I think parents, your child active. Yes, he gets on your nerve, but that don't mean there's something wrong with him. That just means the brain is extremely active. And what if we start trying to channel that into something good, rather than letting people label our kids something that they are not? Okay.
Well, I've talked about it on my on the other podcast that I do, the Artist Loft. Is a lot of parents don't even understand because we put our kids in their bedrooms and we don't look at them no more to maybe dinner. Then they go back in the room, they play the games or whatever. A lot of parents, your child is an artist, your child is creative, and you don't even know it. Like I can remember going to Justin's room one day and realizing he can draw. I remember one day just actually paying attention and listening to him in his room, finding out he can sing. It's stuff like that we don't pay attention to. And those creative minds like that, no, they're busybodies. They don't sit down. No, they don't. Because their mind is trying to catch up. It's trying to do something.
And to this point, we can move on, Steve. So what happens in the classroom, because they have extremely active mind, you give them work to do. They're the first person who finished the work, and because you have not challenged them, then they become mischievous in the class. Then they are labeled trouble kids, behavior kids, things of that nature. And I'm not suggesting that some of them aren't. I'm just saying, why do we have to continue to label and allow people to label our kids, man?
Right.
It's frustrating that we're labeling our kids and we're allowing society in this agenda to either incarcerate them or and either way they making money off of us. We become a unit in prison, or we become a unit in this society, and they get money for us.
Right.
It's big business, man. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna show this clip for James because he said he didn't believe me.
I think maybe you took what he said out of context.
Then you got rid of the pipeline. Yeah. Get rid of the pipeline. Get rid of all the energy. Start his downfall. Because we need energy for everything. We all know that? Yeah. And they will talk about the Green New Deal. You know, climate change. I'm going to help y'all with that real quickly. And I'm going to do it in the Wrightsville way so you can understand what I'm saying. We, in America, have some of the cleanest air and cleanest water of anybody in the world. So what we do is we're going to put from the Green New Deal millions or billions of dollars cleaning our good air up. So all of a sudden China and India ain't putting nothing in their cleaning that situation up. So all that bad air is still there. But since we don't control the air, our good air decided to float over to China, bad air. So when China gets our good air, their bad air gotta move. So it moves over to our good air space. And now we gotta clean that back up.
He was making a joke, man.
No, he wasn't.
You see, some of you all say I'm hard on Brother Herschel. Okay? The man just said, he's running for the U.S. Senate, which is a policy job. The man just said that air will come from China. We're going to get their bad air if we engage in practices connected to the Green New Deal, which, by the way, the majority of Americans are for the Green New Deal. The majority of Republicans, based on itemization, they are for the Green New Deal. Nothing radical about it, given overall context. Now, where did Herschel Walker get this from? Well, guess what? We found out. Put up the picture. What he said was literally a line directly out of the movie Spaceballs.
Are you serious?
Spaceballs. The man thinks Spaceballs is real. That's what he thinks. He thought it was a documentary, obviously. And don't say I'm being hyperbolic. At this point, we have to consider that Herschel Walker believed that Spaceballs was an actual real thing.
Come on, man.
He's citing a plot out of the movie in his actual speech. Now, remember, his campaign has already said, it's been exposed, that one.
Man, he was making a joke, man.
No, he was dead serious, and they was amening him.
I'm about to do a Mario.
He was making a joke, man. That man wasn't serious.
You know what's crazy and what's scary? Is he was serious.
He was serious. Endorsed by Donald Trump.
So y'all trying to tell me y'all really believe this man believes that air from China or our clean air or however he put it is the listen, man. The man was telling it. He was trying to be funny.
No.
Okay, man, let's move on to the next subject. That's ignorance right there. Hey, let's talk about this brother that they killed, man. Let's talk about that. Herschel Walker, man, that's a waste of damn airspace and time to give that man name a mention on this show. He like Baltimore on Harry Potter or something. The person who shall remain nameless. He like the other dude that remained nameless on that came on our show. Well, don't ever speak Herschel Walker name on this show.
October 6th is the debate. Atlanta, Georgia, calling all parts.
Y'all, let's go to it, y'all. Let's go to it.
You want to go? It's on October 16th, the day after my birthday. You want to go to the debate, man?
Lovejoy, you gonna come and shoot over there, man?
Shit, no. In my best English.
In the Queen's English.
Shit, no. I buy Steve a birthday gift.
All right.
I buy you a ticket or something, or I pay for your hotel fees, but I ain't gonna know that fool. You ain't gonna catch me nowhere near that place. Right, McGlinda. Two idiots. Hey man, can we talk about something of substance now? Because that's
Go ahead, Fred. You had something you wanted to bring up, man.
Well, I sent y'all a link, and I haven't been able to find more on the story yet. But there was a guy, in I believe he was in Minneapolis. Then Tekel Andrew Tekel Sundberg. He was killed by the police there. So what the police are saying is that, and from their body cam footage, first of all, he shot at another lady in her apartment with her kids.
That's allegedly. We don't know that.
Well, we know it because she said it.
He shot out his door and it went into her apartment. He wasn't necessarily shooting at her.
Well, okay, so Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing with this. Long story short, police shot him. Okay, they ended up killing him. So there's several issues here, and for me, we can talk about it from both sides. Y'all know me. I'm all about, first of all, making sure that as Black people, we have to gain an understanding. I know as much as we want to be treated the same as others, at some point we've got to realize that we're not, and we can't do or get away with the things that people of other colors can. Okay. Like the young dude that was shot in his car by the white lady who said that she thought it was her taser or whatever, because he tried to pull away and go. A white guy probably could have got away with that. Probably could have tried to pull out and they just hung on to the car and stopped him and took him to jail or whatever. But as a young Black man, we don't have that kind of grace. Okay. We just don't. This guy, and we've talked about it on this show, the fear of a Black man anyway, right? The fear that's there. You're a man, you're Black, that automatically in some people institute some sort of fear in them. So when you're already Black, you're a man, you have a gun, you're firing shots, you're doing all this stuff. In my mind, yeah, that's a dead nigga. Point blank. When you stack them up against it, it's wrong. I don't know the circumstance. This guy, listen. Now I said we can talk about this from both sides. Now, as a police officer, I can remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a police officer, right? As I got older, I started seeing some things with the police, and some things that they were going through that made me decide that's probably not the best idea. Why? Because I would be one of them police officers that y'all would be sitting on the show talking about, because I ain't finna play with these niggas at all. I'm shooting first, asking questions later, because I want to go home too. That's just point blank. So I would not be a good police officer. The problem is that that's become the norm now. Police officers are scared, they're untrained, and they're shooting first, asking questions later. Apparently, this guy has some mental issues. He was adopted by a white family. I think he came from somewhere in Africa, somewhere, but he was adopted by a white family when he was younger. He had some mental issues. It's amazing to me, though, how they know he had mental issues, but still that was the resort they went to. When they talk about some of these white cats who shoot up places and their mental issues, and then all of a sudden we want to have a big discussion and debate about mental health issues in this country.
Right.
All of a sudden now we want to talk about now nobody's talking about that with this guy though. I don't hear people hollering about mental health debates and what we need to do about mental health. Not when it comes to this guy. This guy shot at the police. He almost shot this woman. So that's just it. Mental health or not, it was okay to kill him. We have to at some point recognize that. And there's people protesting there and doing all their thing. But man, listen, and I think Lovejoy said this before. When we gonna stop protesting? Because we keep showing up and we throwing hashtags on Facebook, man, with somebody's name. Hashtag stand up for this person. Hashtag RIP this person. Man, when does that stop?
Well, let me jump in. Here's the issue. Now, this may be one of the few legitimate deadly force use. This may be one of them. When everything comes out, of course, it's going to turn toward the police favor because they're going to justify it and they're going to take the juxtaposition that because he was mentally ill. Okay, right. We can do that. But what about all of these other cases where the person was of sound mind?
Right.
And the police still killed him. That's my argument. So when you have a case like that and it involves a black man, immediately what we're going to go to as black people is, another black man killed.
Right.
When, if, and I've been saying this, being on both sides, being a former police officer, being in the mental health field, if they would use resources to train the officer in escalating situations, then I think we probably have a more better result in getting these people the help they need. Now watch this. Here's what we do know. And James, you just said, if there's a Caucasian male who has mental illness, why is it that they can apprehend him and he's unscathed? Why is it that we're the only people that deserve a bullet? Because we're mentally ill. Why is it? And that's questions that you guys need to ask your local councilman. Are they budgeting for the police officers to make sure that they have classes and training on how to deal with a mentally ill person? As opposed
did they, when you were a police officer, did you receive any training like that?
Hell no.
Okay.
Well, no. And now that I think about it, James, I think we were brainwashed.
Right.
We were brainwashed because guess what all our targets were?
Black. And I was gonna say that most police departments, when they're doing their field training or gun training, the target is black. So that's already triggering when you see a black person that is quote unquote maybe threatening, especially if they got a gun, they go shoot first because they've been programmed black, shoot, black, shoot, black, shoot. That's what's going to happen, man. They are trained that way. All their targets are black people.
Mm. Okay.
And you're trained. There's supposed to be a level of protocol that you use before you use deadly force.
Right.
But when a person is mentally ill, notice there's no protocol to that. If he shoots outside the door, the very next thing, we just escalated the situation. Now it becomes deadly.
Well, I saw that in that body cam footage. It's like when he shot out the door, the officers went to hollering, shots fired. But I noticed their demeanor changed. Their demeanor went from kind of a defensive position more to a, I need to target him now. Like now it's, and I don't know. Again, I don't know, man. For me, these are guys, and I don't know. Like I say, I hadn't been able to find out all the information on the story. It seems like some things are being left out and not put out there. But as a police officer, you want to go home at night, right? You want to make sure that you get home. And this situation, like I say, without knowing all the information, my preliminary is maybe it was a justified shooting. I don't have all the information to really say for sure. But like Lovejoy said, there's been so many other cases that I can for sure say were not. That when it, like, and Steve, me and you has talked about this with the Breonna Taylor case. The one time I'd have gave y'all a good pass for shooting the nigga that shot at y'all, you didn't even shoot him.
Right.
You shot the woman sleeping in the bed.
Right.
I'd have gave you a pass if you killed old boy because he shot y'all. He shot one of y'all. I'd have gave you a pass. You didn't even do that. So it seems like, man, I don't know, man. It's up in the air for me.
Well, it's the training, dude. Now check this out. I heard about this. I was trying to really keep myself clear this week because I was trying to study. But I saw this quick article, this quick quip about a police officer in Georgia. He's on leave. He was trying to stop a car thief. And so in trying to stop this car thief, instead of maybe getting in his car and chasing after the person, this man shoots. This cop just starts shooting at the car.
Wait, which direction was the car going? Away or toward him?
Explaining. Let me see if I can find it. Investigating with driver, suspicious stolen car. He drove toward the officer in an attempt to flee the scene.
Okay, so guess what, Steve?
Listen, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, if the vehicle was going away from the officer, he can't engage. However, if the vehicle is coming towards you, that vehicle now becomes a deadly weapon, which now escalates what force you use. You can't use your firearm then.
Okay, so the driver of the vehicle drove toward the police officer in an attempt to flee the scene. The officer pulled out his weapon in the direction of the suspect and fired. The suspect was able to flee the scene and elude the police. Police later found out individuals who were struck by the gunfire were struck by the gunfire. So not only did the perp get away, the cop shot bystanders.
Oh, he shot bystanders. Oh, that's a whole different.
He
They tell you don't engage if there's crossfire. You're never supposed to engage. And the guy, again, guys, these guys, not that I'm justifying the police officer, but these guys are under pressure, man. And you become tunnel vision. Something psychologically happens to you when an object is coming at you that's about to harm you. Everything does this. Everything. You don't see around you. And that's why they tell you to breathe. When you engage in gunfire, to make sure you breathe because you become lightheaded. Then you start hallucinating. They tell you that on a high-speed chase, to breathe. You traveling at 120 miles an hour going into a curve, you'll black out. So, and I'm just saying there's a lot of mental stuff that goes with this because a boy was shooting at me one time. I was fighting his whole family by myself until backup came. And I told the ABI guy, I said, he was throwing trash cans at me. Metal trash cans. I said, metal trash cans? I said, I don't know why he was throwing trash cans at me. Later found out, guess what it was?
What?
There were bullets flying past my head. Because I went somewhere psychologically, and that's what they said. That's what happens to a police officer. They was throwing trash cans. I said, why was he throwing trash can? Later they found shells, 9mm shells, and I thought they was trash cans. Bullets had turned into trash cans flying past my head.
Wow.
And I'm not getting into that as much as I'm saying that's what happened to that officer. When he engaged that car, he didn't see not one person around him. Not one person.
Well, he did after he was done.
He did after he was done.
They was on the ground.
He gonna pay. They're gonna pay for it. The city gonna pay for that. Did anybody die?
The city's gonna pay for that. You're right. The city is gonna pay for that.
Did anybody die?
It didn't say that anybody died, but there were people on the ground.
So what about this boy that they put 49 bullets in? They say that he shot at them out the car, and he got out the car and ran, and he turned around and looked like he was reaching, and they shot him. But they didn't, they found out that he didn't have the gun on him. The gun was still in the car. That situation again, man, I don't know. I mean, we can call it excessive, but I listen, y'all, in a former life, in a former universe, I have been in a couple of gunfights. Okay. When you start pulling a trigger, you just start pulling. Now, I don't know if it's different for police officers. They may be trained to where they only fire once or twice. I know when there was harm toward me, I pulled the trigger as many times as it would click. So you had 8 officers firing at this guy. They said over 60 rounds, 49 entrance wounds in him. So, and a lot of people are hollering about excessive force, which Lovejoy, would that be considered excessive force as a police officer?
Yes, sir.
If there's 8 of them?
Yes, sir.
It would.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, but my thing is, would it make it? And the issue I have with that though is, would it have made a difference if he was only shot once and he still died? I mean, we,
Somebody talking trash on YouTube.
Who is that?
I don't know. Somebody probably posing because he's from Africa, supposedly.
Hey, James, can you block him?
I'm not even logging in.
We got a troll tonight, guys.
That means we coming up, man. That means our numbers getting up there.
Right, especially from Africa.
If they trolling us,
Right.
bruh,
From Nigeria, even. Wow.
James, can we block him?
I gotta log into you. I ain't logged into YouTube.
That is complete ignorance. Whoever's doing it. That is, and I don't like thumb thugs.
You don't like what?
Thumb thugs.
Oh well, he's not a thug. He's ignorant troll.
Well,
It's probably somebody white acting like black. You know how the pale face do. They dress up like Indians and try to do some dirty work.
yeah. But to back to your point, that was excessive force, especially if his back was turned toward.
Well, he was turning toward them, and when he turned, they say that he was reaching, and they thought he was reaching for the gun because he did shoot out the car when he was in the car. So that's what they're saying. What they're saying happened.
Okay.
But again, my thing is, okay, it was excessive, but would it have been better if he was only killed by one bullet? I mean,
It's a question of how many bullets, or whether it was 1 or 60, or 40 something. It's excessive. It's excessive. We've seen time and time where white men pulled out guns and they wasn't engaged.
Like this boy shot up the July 4th parade. Once again, this boy, 2 ARs.
That's creepy. Hold up. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
uh-uh.
That's the ice cream man this late at night.
This time of night?
It's almost like
selling dope. He's either selling dope or he's sleeping with somebody's wife. One of the two. He's either selling dope or he's sleeping with somebody's wife.
it's scary because it's at night and that creepy song is playing.
Right.
Yeah. Who's gonna buy it? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That weirded me out.
Actually, in your neighborhood, he might be selling meth or heroin. That's upper class type stuff.
Dude, they will shut you down over here. They will shut you down. These white people gonna play that over here.
Well, and then he's sleeping with somebody's wife. Then that's all that is. Yeah,
That could be saying. That could be done. But anyway, I don't want. I'm sorry. That just distracted me. But again, man, this stuff is gonna keep happening, guys. It's gonna keep happening, keep happening, keep happening. There's no regard for the black lives. I'm sorry.
All lives matter, man.
Yeah.
All lives matter.
Okay.
He said, okay.
I don't believe it. I really don't. Something interesting happened to me this week at work. I was coming into the building and this white lady, Karen, held the elevator open for me. And I guess because she's never seen me before, because we were new in the building, she decided she was going to ask me where was I going and what I do.
Of course. You in her building.
Oh, I paid the rent for 2 months, so it's just as much my building as it is hers.
But she don't know that.
I had to simply tell her, ma'am, I really don't think that's none of your business. So it was awkward for about 30 seconds while she was going to her floor and I was going to mine. And then she got up. I said, now have a good day and stay out of people's business.
Wow.
So, okay, we get off into something.
See, you at these folk building starting stuff. See,
Right. You trying to start something.
right?
I did.
Yeah, you didn't come in folk building starting stuff.
I walk into the building.
You walk into the building.
Oh, I shouldn't walk into the building?
Your very presence, sir.
Your very presence, right?
Well, Tashara won't be having that. I got to show up for work. Sick or not, Tashara ain't gonna be having that. I better have my ass at work at the same time. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm done with that, y'all. I'm done with that.
Okay. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down tonight, man. Now, unless you got anything else, James Fred.
No, man. No, I'm good. I'm good.
And to that sorry joker, Mario, who drinking a beer and ain't doing nothing.
Listen, man, Mario is helping his father.
By taking pictures, huh?
Yes, you have to have pictures while you're working on the truck.
I hope he listens.
All right, guys. Hey, Mike.
Don't turn off just yet.
Okay, I'm trying to holler at Mike, see if he's still on here. Hey, Mike, man, we want to hear about your gigs, man. Mike's doing some great things. His dad told me Mike is becoming a household name for guitar playing in Nashville, man. So we want to get him on the show, and he can regale us with some tales of being a guitar player for a country act.
Yeah, we talking about you bad. Yeah, he's still talking about we can go to shit. Okay.
Don't know where that is.
We don't know what that is. Can you help us get there? Yeah. Oh, well, we didn't go to Ensley High School, so you're a special one around here. Oh, okay. Yeah. They send all the special people to Alabama State too.
Oh Lord, there they go. They about to have a whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all.
The only color that y'all can recognize is black and yellow. Yeah, but that's how they have to break it down to y'all.
Right.
When you come in the door, everybody take remedial math and reading. He can't even get his speech out. He's slurring so bad. That means he probably still drinking while his dad working on the truck, y'all. We still live, by the way.
Right. I'm trying to shut us down.
Well, they can't hear you. Oh, let me put you on speaker.
Oh, Lord.
We're not
Can't hear.
Okay, do something on that cussing before we go off, because we're about to go off. We're about to put up the fours, man. And you do realize when we cut off and we're not live, you don't have to comment. Yeah.
Oh. Since we being random.
All right. We're gonna put the fours. He said he's gonna put up the middle. That's how special he is.
He is special.
Yeah, that don't make four. That makes one. Okay.
Ooh, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
You supposed to. You ain't here.
All right, y'all. Put your fours up. We had a crazy time tonight.
I do.
Okay. All right, then we doing that then.
Man, I ain't gonna.
That's lovely.
Come on, man.
That right there, that's lovely.
That's pretty.
I mean, that thing right there.
I give it to you.
I'm gonna do a James Fred here in just a second.
What you about to do?
My arrow is over the X button.
Just about to leave.
James Fred will leave. James Fred will leave in a heartbeat. He won't even say bye. He just leave.
Right.
All right, I put my fours up.
All right, guys.
Look what Mario put down there.
What Mario put down there? But that's that good Inslee education.
That's what it is. That's how they learn to count. Mario, how many is that, Mario? One.
What?
Okay, y'all. Excuse me.
4, 5.
She is not of that. My snooker
It's not what?
Jessica Long is gorgeous. She's beautiful. because I said that thing is gorgeous. So I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
Oh,
Hold up, Michelle. Hold up, Michelle, before you go.
oh, Lord, boy.
Christ.
Oh,
No, not McLennan. Not McLennan now. McLennan said, damn, you love Joe.
man, y'all crazy.
That's my boy, though. Okay.
All right, guys, we up out of here. We had a great time tonight. Check us out next week, man. We're going to have some more interesting topics to talk about, and we'll see y'all on next week. Peace. Goodbye. Have a blessed one.